What's going on, everybody? It's Bulls Nation Station back at it again. And we had a great game to watch yesterday night as the Bulls beat the Pistons again, 97-82. It was a decent game. You know, it wasn't very competitive. It got a little competitive at the end. And the Pistons, they did start off with the 9-0 start, but after that, it was kind of like the end of the story for them. But you know, it's still a great game to see. Our defensive effort was on display. We got to see others step up when our best player, Zach LaVine, was kind of cold for a while. So that was awesome to see. But watching that game, I got 3 takeaways, which I'm going to get into. And for the first takeaway was our activity on defense. Like, if you notice, a big thing that we do when we're out there on the court, and the big thing that leads us to wins, is our defense. And our activity, especially among our guards, is crazy. I mean, you have point of attack defenders like Lonzo Ball and Alex Caruso. I mean, those two guys, they're just everywhere. Like, they're always in the passing lanes, always getting deflections, always they're always just everywhere. Like, they run off and trap. You know, they're quick and they're strong and they're smart. That's another thing that plays in a great defense, having a high IQ. And our defenders is just crazy. Now, you throw them two, and you have a Javonte Green coming off the bench. Come on now. Those are 3 super athletic guards that plays excellent defense. And what DeMar DeRozan was saying after the game yesterday is contagious. It makes a player like DeRozan and LaVine and Vooch, who are not known for playing defense, it forces them to want to play defense, because once you see them, your teammates out there playing defense and the crowd is into it, it's contagious. Like, I'll be at home watching TV and I'll be doing defensive slides just watching them. Like, we have very great active defenders, and you throw them 3, then you have a guy coming in like, Troy Brown, who's active. Patrick Williams, he's still around in the shade, but everybody knows how great of a defender he is. We was playing him at the 5 yesterday, and I feel like that's a very underrated lineup, especially defensively, because you're switching everything, and we're all over the court. So it's actually a tear for the other team's offense, and that's why all the teams we done played so far have a tough time scoring, because our defense is so crazy. And Zach, he's been buying in. Vooch has been putting in effort. Alizé, he hustles. And the rookie, Ayo, you seen the nice block he had yesterday. We have very active, athletic, long defenders. And I feel like that was the vision AK had when he was picking up these players. So it's great to see that vision coming to fruition. But yeah, our defense is going to be a tear. And so other teams should definitely be looking out for that. My second takeaway is Patrick Williams is slowly progressing. And it's crazy because not everybody, but a lot of fans have been ready to write Patrick Williams off after 2 games, saying, he needs to go to the bench. He's not aggressive enough. He's going to be as bad as he was last year, even though he wasn't bad last year. But, he had 2 injuries. Like, he's slowly getting back into shape. He missed the whole training camp. But one good thing that I seen yesterday compared to the first 2 games, he was more active and he was more aggressive on offense. We got to see him do the little pump fake drives and hit the floaters. He had a couple pull-ups. He was way more active on defense, hustling, getting in the passing lanes. That's the type of Patrick Williams I want to see. And I feel like the more in shape he gets and the more acclimated he gets to the lineup, he's just going to make this lineup way more dangerous, because everybody knows how dangerous he could be, not only on offense but on defense. That's his calling card. That's the Paul. So definitely keep an eye out on Patrick Williams, because it's going to get scary, ladies and gentlemen. Definitely. And for my last take, the last thing I want to say is we have a very deep team. Like, you guys got to understand, this is 2 games in a row where LaVine started off the game very slow. And, you know, if we had the same team last year with Felicio and Denzel and Setoransk and, you know, Tempa and all them, we would have easily lost them games if Zach LaVine got to that bad of a start. Now, Zach LaVine can chill, ease his way up in the game. We have so much firepower that we got people that can hold it down till he's ready. We have a DeMar DeRozan who could get buckets, like straight buckets, and get to the free throw line and produce points. You have Vooch that's down there that can operate in the post or step out for a three. You got Lonzo that could pull up for the three, drive in for little mid-range floaters, or create for others. You know, you got people coming off the bench. Caruso, he creates things. You know, Javante creates things. You know, we have a lot of depth, and you know, we have shooters and we have players that can play. So it's not as much pressure on Zach LaVine to always have to feel like he has to generate a point every single second of the game, because that's not the case. So that's an awesome feel to have on your team, that you have people that has your back when you're down, you know. And so that's very awesome. We are very deep, and you guys, we got like a 15-point to 20-point scorer that hasn't even joined the lineup yet in Kobe White. So, you know, we have so many different options, so many defensive options, so many offensive options. It's going to be interesting to see how Billy Donovan jaggers his lineups. Like, we're so deep. You see players like Tony Bradley and Derrick Jones Jr., they don't even get minutes right now because we're that deep of a team. And so, you know, if a guy, God forbid, goes out, we have somebody that can step in right at that second and produce. So it's definitely an awesome feeling to have this year. Shout out to the Bulls Nation. Definitely like this video if you enjoyed the game yesterday. You know, subscribe to my page. We're going to enjoy this journey together for this season. Shout out to the whole Bulls Nation. You know, I'm almost at 500. I'll be doing giveaways. And, you know, I hope everybody have a good day. I'm out.